Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and berries, it's me, Bradley Goodham, MagicBrad. Welcome to Synergy Cafe, and I've got a special guest on today. She's kind of weird, and I just see an error occurred. Wait a minute, then try again. What is that supposed to mean? So I might not even be live right now, so I'm going to click this little thing again and see if it is live. Am I live? I hope I'm live. Welcome to Synergy Cafe. We've got some technical difficulties because that's the nature of the internet. It's just that way sometimes. So my friend, her name is Dana Louise, and we got connected on good old Facebook, I think. And let me pull up some graphics here so you can kind of get the vibe. Right here, this is what's going on. Weird. I think that's how we resonate, because it's weird. Me being a magician with my brain all screwed up and backwards. So I'm going to go to the green room and get her. So if you want to hang on a sec, I'll be right back. Okay? Hang on. There she is, Dana Louise, doing the pose. What is that pose?
I don't know. Fancy people do it.
Do they?
I think so. I don't know.
I thought you were trying to do a big heart.
Oh, yeah. That could
Everybody
work
does
too.
This one.
That's super good work.
How's your day so far today? Good?
Yeah, pretty great. Yeah, the energy feels good. I'm just kind of trying to manufacture a little bit more sun because I feel I'm in this weird room. Everything's weird. So I'm trying to bring a little bit more sun. I'm going to activate some more sunshine. I work on cloud busting. It's a little thing. But anyway, so I'm trying to get some more so I don't look so
You brought the weird on yourself. You start using that word and that's what you're going to get.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. But it describes me, except for quirky would be like if you were in my realm and you were my family, you would just call me quirky because weird is a given.
So let's start off with that. You're local here in the Twin Cities, and what do you think is weird? Because I find some things that are weird, and then I started thinking about them a little more in depth, and it's really not that weird. You know, these things that they call coincidences, and some people say there are no coincidences. However, I like to hyphenate it, so there's two incidences happening at the same time. So for me, that's two energies coming together, and you're supposed to pay attention. But what is weird to you?
Oh, I think basically weird to me is this 3D realm. Walking along, being with a bunch of muggles, something like that. Because for me, my life became...
I have to stop you there. You have to tell me what a muggle is.
Oh, Harry Potter books.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Harry Potter. And I actually did not enjoy the Harry Potter books and stuff like that because I didn't like the verbiage, actually, because I love words and spellcraft or whatever. But a lot of it just didn't chime with me. And but a lot of people understand the word muggle, which means like a normal human. Okay. So my life became weird basically the minute I was born. And so for me, I say I'm coming out of the cosmic closet and exposing myself to the rest of the muggle or 3D realm because my life has been weird since the get-go. And I actually sat and denied it and thought kind of like everybody experiences the weird, don't they?
I think I get exactly what you're saying because it doesn't really seem that weird, but it seems like it must be weird because sometimes I'm similar. Sometimes I talk to people and they just don't get what I'm saying, and I kind of get frustrated. I think, am I speaking a different language? It's kind of weird.
But I think you understand the magic part of it because when people come into my life, like a friend or something like that, I know you do sleight of hand and illusionist, but I think you understand what's behind the veil.
I do.
Which is what happens to me, the actual real magic. So you were speaking about synchronicities. So one of the things I like to entertain people with is, let's say you and I were in my kitchen and the TV was on and I would say a weird word like plaque, or I don't know, psoriasis. I don't know, just make up some weird word. And the TV would say it in that same moment. And then you would look at me and you would go, oh, did you like, that was such a weird word. And the TV just said it. And I would be like, yeah, well, you want to hear it 20 more times? Let's just keep talking. So there's this synchronicity, this realm, this magic. And what I'm going to say to you is that people go to like the theater or they watch a movie or something like that, and they're like, oh, that's them. I'm not a part of this magic in my realm, this 3D realm. And I'm here to say, and I think you understand this, yes, you are. You are a superhero. And so that's kind of my message of trying to bring back the magic, or if you're religious, the divinity that has been gaslighted and taken away from us. Because once we're in the flow, you can start to create what I call creator, and work with the energies, the synchronicities, and energy's frequency, which is what this world is made up of. And
Right.
you enter it and you participate. And what does that look like? That looks weird to muggle.
I totally get it, because it isn't really weird. Like, I had a situation where I was like broke, and I had a friend that lived down in Los Angeles. So I ran away from Minneapolis to Los Angeles with $600, and somehow I stayed there for 2 years with $600. Yes, I made other money, but it came in weird, and it's kind of miraculous to me, or weird, that I can get down to California with $600. Because sometimes people go, I got to save up. I can't possibly do something weird like that. But there's something that happens in this universe that provides.
Well, but the thing is, you were all in, and that's the difference. It's energy, emotion, and emotion. Yeah. And so when you charged that $600, you had it in your pocket, and you were basically, what I would say to others of different modalities, you were praying, you were putting everything into it. That is a synchronicity. And that is what I'm talking about, working with this energy, because you were all in. Yes. So you can't fail when you're all in. And you hear so many stories about Hollywood and everything, where people go with $6 in their pocket, or come to the United States or something like that. And those are the real true stories. That is the frequency and the sine wave that everybody wants to be on as far as manifesting. Because you're all in, your energy, emotion, your emotions are with it.
Yeah, there's really no other option, because that's what you've already committed to.
Right.
And you have to believe, because there are no other options.
Yeah, what do they call that when they burnt all the ships? Remember, like when...
Yeah, a lot of motivational speakers talk about all that stuff, where they burnt the ships and they had to win the war and all that kind of stuff. I don't like that negativity kind of stuff, but I totally get about cutting off your options, because like, there's a difference between decisions and choices. Mm-hmm. To me, a decision, it's like an incision or like suicide or pesticide. Mm-hmm. It's to kill off. Mm-hmm. So if you got two options, it kills one off. You've only got one option, and it has to happen. Whereas choice, you could change your mind.
Right.
But if you cut it off, you got to do it. And that's what happened to me. Heading out to LA, I couldn't get halfway and then turn around and go back.
Right. Well, except for $600, what year was this? Probably 1970. Was a little bit more, $600. Got you at least one night stay in a hotel and chicken dinner, winner.
1998.
Oh, 98. Oh gosh, no, $600 wasn't taking you very far.
Big deal.
Yeah.
But I get all that. So you got a book, and it's linked in the YouTube description. It's also, yes, show it up big. Put it big, make it big.
Oh,
yeah, there it is.
There you go. That's me in Norway.
This is gonna sound weird. That's the book, and it's available on Amazon
and Barnes and Nobles. And I'm gonna do it on Lulu. I think there's a thing called Lulu too, where then I could put it on my website and everything. So
that might be more of the better audience. Lulu kind of sounds like woo woo.
I know. I'm a little woo woo.
Perfect. I am too. I go back and forth with stuff. Some people think I'm kind of normal looking, but again, that's what resonated with me when I saw the weird thing, because like I said, there's a lot of times that I just went to an event last night, and I thought there was going to be a bunch of people that were interested in making money and things like that. But one person raised their hand out of like 25 people.
Wow.
I
Well,
was,
hey, but wait a minute. It's Minnesota.
oh,
There's
for
a bunch
Christ's
of
sake,
Norwegians.
right there. Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
gosh,
Yeah, because Norwegians will be like, I'm not raising my hand.
I don't know. Is that a real thing?
Oh, 100%. Because I went to Norway and literally they were doing social distancing forever. I mean, like they stare at you. I mean, I understand it because I'm half Norwegian.
Okay.
And no, they won't talk. And
But
that
it's
is
not that they're not interested in marketing and business and making money. It's that they don't dare raise their hand because somebody might see them.
right. And it's kind of
Okay.
this janteloven thing. It's like the all for one, one for all, and you don't call yourself out. But that's a whole different subject. So
Okay.
anyway.
So when did you start this book?
Oh gosh. So what happened was I was in denial of who and how I am most of my life. And like I said, going back to a statement you said a minute earlier, I disguised myself as a average suburban housewife. That's my disguise. And I've had to disguise myself my entire life because I knew and understood from birth that what I was experiencing was unusual and or weird. So, I've done many different modalities. So the thing I was experiencing at the time was I had a food truck and I'm getting older and while I was very successful at it, it's not my path. And
Sure.
so I had to take a look at myself and my life. And I'm like, food truck, I mean, great. You can pick different modalities. You can pick different businesses and you will be successful in them, but it's not your path. It's not your soul path. It's not why you're here. You're not doing your work. Naughty, naughty, naughty. So I sold my food truck, and this is 2019. This is before the pandemic or the toilet paper shortage, which was perfect because, I could get some decent money and people were still interested because once the toilet paper shortage happened, nobody was going to food trucks because they were all like social distancing, acting like they were Norwegians. And anyway, so I quit it. I quit the successful, easy things and sat down and did the hard thing, which is my soul path and why I'm on this planet. And I had to get real clear with that. And let's go back to Harry Potter, because I was, another day of like soothing myself on a Sunday afternoon with a bottle of wine and a bag of popcorn or something. And I'm folding laundry and I'm looking at Harry Potter and I'm judging him. And I'm going, your life isn't as bizarre as mine, Harry Potter, and it's like, wow. I said to myself, wow, you're judging Harry Potter. That's not nice. Maybe you should look at your own life and actually come to grips with who and how you are. That means you have to write the book that everybody's been telling you about. So it's like, crapanola. Oh my gosh, now I got to do it. So in 2019, I sat down, figured it out, spent 9 months staring at Google Docs, the front page, rewrote the first paragraph, the first page for 9 months. And then after 4, because I thought, I can write this. It'll be easy. I experienced it. No sweat, no problem. But it literally took 4 years. So the first 9 months, like I said, staring at the page, because how do you get out of business speak and speak from your heart? There's very different languages, very different spelling, and very different magic in that. And I had to start to come from my heart. So that was like a discipline that I had to pace myself and put myself through. Then, the next 2.5 years doing it, then the last year I said to Spirit, I'm a spiritual person. I said, okay, what is it that you want in the book? And that's when all hell broke loose. Lots of things started to come out the 4th year. And then basically after you write something, it's editing. So that's kind of how it came to be. So I'm like, now I'm fully on the path. I'm all in. I'm like, I'm, it's no joke anymore. I'm all in this path. And the path is here to be of service to the human race.
So it's kind of like you had the stove going and the burner was going, but you didn't know if you're going to put a frying pan or a kettle or what you're going to put on there because you didn't know what you're going to make, and it's churning
Right.
up, getting ready, and all of a sudden, boom, we're making chili.
Yeah, but the thing is, I always say I'm coming out of the cosmic closet because here's the deal. When you can be a successful business person such as myself, and if you keep your mouth shut, you're fine. But and it's okay for us humans or in society to divulge certain personal truths, and they can be accepted, like let's say, oh, I've been abused, or these things, and most of these things are the 3D realm. But when you start to say, I've experienced the paranormal and the supernatural, and it's been that way my whole life, now all of a sudden everything who and how you are gone out the window. And I knew that. And I didn't want to do that to my children, to be like, oh, your mom, or to my husband. I wanted to honor and value them. So now that they're grown people, and I'm in my back nine of life, it's like, okay, now it's time, and I have to come to realizing my path and step on it.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because how things come together like this. Also, you popped in, and I'm going through a similar thing because I learned. I've been in the event industry because of my magical entertainment, got me into corporate events and fairs and festivals and concerts and all that stuff. And I've been in that niche for a long time. And then I realized it's also called a niche. They call it a niche. And it can also be called a notch, which is kind of like a rut.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that niche is a French word meaning rut. I've been spoken about that, but getting out of that rut is different than being in a niche.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happening with me in my personal life, is this event industry that I've been in since I was a little kid. I did a muscular dystrophy carnival when I was 10, and now I'm 67 almost. Hey, we had a comment on here. Who's commenting? Oh, it's an unknown user. Howdy. I think I know who that is, but they haven't clicked that little link on there that gave us permission to know who they are.
Is it Howdy Doody time?
It could be.
I'm sorry, that's how old I am. It's Howdy Doody time.
Well, I think this is Mike Wilkie, and he knows about Howdy Doody time too. He's up there. So we've gone about 17 minutes. I try and keep these to about 20-ish.
Okay.
What is it that people are going to see in this book? And I was kind of curious. Do you also do like speaking and things? Do you do presentations and stuff?
I'm starting to step out into that, speaking, presenting, because while my book is one thing, I had to grasp that it's a bigger picture, and it's for all of us. And I'm a systems buster. And I'm here to help humans, and I know this is a little thick, to be whole and holy. While I'm not, some Bible bumper person, whatever. But what I'm trying to do is help humans to reach their full potential as a creator, a co-creator in their lives, and to connect to their souls and all those kinds of things. And so, yes, I'm starting to present and everything.
Your speaking presentations may be about the content of the book. What is the book basically about? Like, what are some of a summary of the chapters in the book? What if someone buys the book, what are they going to get?
Okay. You're going to get 3 types of aliens, angels, heaven. I mean, because I got sent out to heaven. You're going to see vortexes. I had a chip in the back of my neck that was witnessed when it came out by another person. So, a lot of crazy, weird things that I did not want to expose. But, there was a time that I was like, why have most of the things that have happened to me been witnessed by other people? And now I know. So, for example, I went to a seminar, and the whole room got transformed with holograms, just like the holodeck on Star Trek. Because of my close connections, like I said, to entities I think this is kind of like the runoff or the, like the dross or something that rubbed off on me. Just so you know, to confirm the things that were happening to me, Pat Nixon, when I was a child, I was sent to the Rochester airport, stood out on a tarmac. I'm 8 years old. Air Force One pulls up. Out pops Pat Nixon and Richard, and she walks up to me and hands me a long stem red rose. I still have the name tag. And I had to think about, what is this about? What is this about? And so I think it's the other side of what's going on in this realm of this world is that the government knows and understands the part that I've played in communicating with the other realms that are going on this planet. And I know that sounds really weird, but if you read my book, you'll get it.
Well, here's what's interesting about this, because we're at our 20, but that kind of stuff, I remember it used to be that tinfoil hat stuff where people thought you're kind of kooky.
Yeah.
And some people may still think you're kind of kooky, but there's some stuff out there where people are going, hey, wait a minute, this isn't all that kooky. Like some of the alien things that supposedly the government is starting to release now. Right. As opposed, and you still, with the AI stuff, you don't really know if it's real. It may be generated by somebody that generated it. Right. But so I'm trying to work through these things. I'm trying to get people who are interested in a kind way, because I'm just the mom down the block. I'm just, my kids play basketball, whatever. I'm just a mom. I'm a normal person. I didn't want to say all these things, but now I'm disclosing. And so that's really hard for me. But I'm giving it from my heart to others so that they can know that there is an afterlife, that their soul goes on, that there's a connection to go, all these things. It's real and it's happening. And I hope it brings peace to people, but also empowerment. I think we have a similar goal. It's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. There you have it. Well, cool. Let me put that little graphic-y thing up here again so people know how to get a hold of you. This is your website right there, and this is in development a little bit still, right? You're still Hey, I'm a boomer, and I've got so many, juggling. I do know how to juggle though. I took juggling class. I think you'd appreciate that. But I'm juggling, and I'm a one-man band or one-person band, so I'm doing that whole. Remember that? Sure. And you had the whole thing. I'm just trying to do it all. I know. So mea culpa, please forgive me. No, that's good. It's okay. That's at least you put it out there, because I see some people that wait and wait and wait. My website's not ready. It's never going to be ready. Yeah, I'm just real and raw. Yeah, I'm just real and raw like we are today. This is how it is. You just have your domain there. That's where the stuff is. So if someone wants to find something, they can go here to find the book. Yes. And it's also on Amazon if you want to go surf it. And Barnes and Noble. And Barnes and Noble. Yeah. And someday, Lulu. Yeah. As soon as I get some more YouTubes loaded or something like that. No, we'll work on that. So thank you so much. I super appreciate it. Into the green room, and we changed everything from the other hors d'oeuvres, and now there's new stuff in there, and you're welcome to partake in any of it. Again, it's digital and very local. Thank you, Dana. This has been fun. Stick around. I want to talk to you some more. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. There you have it. That was our friend Dana. And she's a little weird, but not really. You got to dig deeper into this stuff, because I don't know. I could talk your ear off about it if you ever want to have a coffee or get on the internet if you're afraid to have coffee with me. So that's the story, Morning Glory. I'm going to sign this off. Welcome to Synergy Cafe. And if you want to do one of these videos, you can do so. If you want to use StreamYard, there's a link in the bottom too if you want to learn how to use this video processing platform. Enough is enough. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good. Be kind. Be nice. Did I say be nice? Be nice.